Today we're going to review a game that was played at the Dream Kings Open that I played on the 1st or the 15th. So the game started out with d4. So I respond with my knight f6, looking to go into a King's Indian. Here I begin transitioning to the Grunfeld position. In the Grunfeld, we're going to put pressure on this pawn. We're going to see what they do, and we're going to put our bishop here to open up this long diagonal. And then we get the exchange variation in the Grunfeld. So after this, we begin to put our bishop here, and then the queen will go somewhere, either here or we'll back up. This, we're going to attack the b4 pawn, so that if this happens, this will result in white being nearly lost after these moves, because now you cannot castle anymore, and I will gain fast tempo, which development, and this is nearly losing because my rook is pinning this bishop, and my bishop will come here to hit the queen, and then my rooks will slide on over to hit these open files. So this is bad for white, which is why we play this move, just to see if they do take, then they will lose. But this is a very slow game, so I did not expect it, but we are following Engine's top moves. Here we leave theory because this is not a good move. This is a bad move. Why is it a bad move? This is a bad move because it allows me to pin. It doesn't do, like if you had played a move like h3 instead of b3, h3 would prevent this, which would be pinning. So that would be a good move, but he didn't do that. He played this, and so I found this move, which does allow the pin. Now here, if h3, we would just take, because if the queen takes back, and now this is the damage of the pawn structure. This is an isolated pawn, but it's a passer. But we would just stop it with this move, maybe go here, bring the knight out to come and chase it. And then we get this move. I thought for a while here, I didn't know what to play. I was looking at stuff like bringing the queen back, but then I saw some stuff like this would be dangerous, would allow this to happen. But I think this is fine. I don't really know. I didn't really think too much. I just sort of was like trying to find moves that I thought would be good. I knew this was already bad, and that was a bad move. And these are all bad moves. I didn't know if this was a good move or these moves. I didn't look over here. I didn't think this was a good move, but this is top engine move as it puts pressure. So now if this, you simply do the same thing, but instead this has more pressure, and now you can bring this knight out quicker. And if here you get to bring the rook in, which targets this, so it's just this position is falling apart for white. As once the queen moves, like let's say it goes here, you're losing the rook. Like even before that, you can't really take that pawn because you lose the rook due to this bishop in here. So this is why you put the bishop on this long diagonal, so that you can try and pry this open with c5. And then I played the move queen e4. I thought I'd keep pressure on this, just in case if this ever moved, I would be able to take here. I didn't see what my opponent played. I didn't look at that move. I didn't even think it was a possibility. But this is a brilliant move. Queen f7. Keeping the position equal, not letting me gain anything. And we go here. And this, my opponent voluntarily gives up castling for the sake that I've already given up castling and that my pawns are out and about. This is a isolated pawn, as it has nothing to surround it, so there's nothing surrounding this pawn. That makes it an isolated pawn. And then this is always bad, but this is still a bad pawn because now the knight can take this. So I took this pawn because this was hanging. The pawn was hanging. The pawn here was hanging, so I took. Dick's back. I take that pawn because that is now free, and now we are equal material. Here's a knight, and then bishop or bishop, and then both two rooks. His rooks are more active. As you can see, this rook has already left his home square. None of my rooks have left their home squares, but it's okay because we will begin developing them first with the knight. Bring the knight out to protect this bishop. I had an idea who was gonna go here, just to like get rid of this bishop on this long diagonal, as that's important. So I wasn't surprised with that move. This move, I still don't know what this move does, but it is good. Oh, right. If I stayed here, I would have got forked, and then I would have just lost the bishop, and then the knight would have came in, and then this bishop would have come in. So something like here, and then there. And if I had stayed there and moved here, this is a fork. So it's a fork of all these pieces. And even if the rook hadn't slidden over, so like let's say the rook goes here, this still is a fork because now after I move out the way, these takes aren't good because now this bishop is dominating these diagonals. So I'm always losing due to this, and I'm about to lose material if I don't defend this properly. So that's why my opponent played this move. But I had seen that, so I knew I could get out the way. And then again, I wasn't surprised by this. This I saw coming. So I took, I defended, yeah. I used the fact that if he takes, I can have my rook take instead. So I wasn't really too afraid of anything here. And then the knight came in. I don't think I saw that move coming. It was more of a surprise to me when this knight came in. But I was still ready to take with everything. So after I moved my rook out the way, I put it on the seventh. On the seventh because I was afraid that after here he had something like this, and this was just forking everything. So I didn't like this idea. Even though I think, is this fine? I mean, I go here to try and get that pawn, but I do lose almost all my material, right? I don't know. I don't know what I didn't like about this position. It just didn't look pleasing to me, so then I didn't play that. But we transpose into what we get. Yeah, we got this. But this type of idea. So after he did take my bishop got taken, and then the knight took back, and then his knight took, and then I moved my king out the way to use the pin. So this knight can't move anywhere because it's pinned to its own king. So this knight can't go there, else it's check. So this is a pinned piece. So I use that pin to get out the way and bring my king off to the side next to game to give myself some time. That came in there. What did I do? I took. Yeah, okay. I decided to take because I thought I didn't think of this move, but I thought if the queen ever moved, I would just give a check. If the king ever moved, I would just take this because I don't think this is good. Even though I think it was fine, but I don't like the. Actually, this looks very good for me. After that, I should have probably thought more. I didn't think too much in this game, but maybe if I thought more, I would have been fine. Okay, so we did that. Made out the way. I took the rook. I took the knight. He brought his rook in to trade the rooks off. He wanted. We're both looking. This position is basically a draw, so he's looking for a draw by trading off the rooks as quick as possible. I went to see if I could grab some pawns. I was thinking maybe if I go here, I could probably try to get in here. So say something like this. It's check, and now I win a pawn. Actually, I win 2 pawns and possibly a third. But I didn't like it because he could just slide over here, and this sort of forces me to take. Although I could just slide on over here, but then you get this, and then I have to do this whole thing. So we get that. Where are we? Yeah. Okay. So I slide on over to take this pawn. He pushes his f3 pawn to protect his pawns. I back up, and then the idea here, he's looking to grab these pawns because now there's nothing guarding them. They're basically free. I found this idea in intermezzo to check and then defend. So I basically make the king move from this square so that I can defend and put pressure here. He wants to trade. I didn't really see anything wrong with trading. It would push the king back to the first rank, so I decided to trade. Now the king has 1, 2, 3 squares to get to the middle. Well, I have 1, 2. Am I still 3? No, just 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2 to get to the middle. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And 1, 2, and I'm practically in the middle. So that's what I did. I made my way to the middle. I hit the rook. The rook will probably go back, maybe here. Yeah, here, to guard the ranks. I brought my rook in, give check, and probably push to this rank and try to get here. So that's what I do. I put it on the 7th to defend the pawns from any attack. And then here, I could have traded, but I have this isolated pawn here and these pawns here. So I have like 3 pawn islands. Well, he only has 1, 2 pawn islands. So I didn't really like this endgame, especially since even after trading, he's faster at defending, right? Is he faster? Yeah, I think he is faster. Alright, there's really nothing I can do. I can try to go for these pawns, but I think it's a draw. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's still a draw. Because we both get to these pawns, then I get to these pawns, but his pawns will promote. Because if he gets here first, right? Okay, let's look at it. Here, here, here. I don't think this is a draw, actually. I could have tried for a win, maybe, but I decided that it would be better off with the amount of time. It'd be better off to make the draw. So you don't want to trade these rooks off, because if you trade the rooks off in this position, if you trade them off in this position, now you have to deal with this this 3-on-2, 3-on-2, because this pawn doesn't really matter. It's sort of useless because it's an isolated pawn, and so the king could just march down and grab it. Well, you have to worry about these pawns incoming. And then this side is a 2-on-2, so the board will always get locked up. So you would go something like here, 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 and here, and now these pawns are locked up. You can't push them, so they're basically stuck, and you would have to fight on this side. And he could potentially get in this way and then grab these pawns and then push his A pawn down the board. So I don't want to have to deal with that, so we just made a draw here. This was one of my best games out of the tournament with a 95% accuracy. We both played a very tied, drawish game, but it was one of the best as it has our highest accuracy. The highest accuracy being 100 and our accuracy being 90. So it was one of the better games. But yeah, that's all for the... What round is this? This was the 4th round? The 4th round of the Premium King Open. Thank you all for watching.